Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Cal Culture Radio. Hakeem, Jordan, what's cracking like? What's going on? Hey, Jordan, your thing's flickering again.
Okay, I'm gonna fix it real quick.
Yeah,
Hey man, but I'm doing good. I'm doing good, baby. Feeling good, feeling great. How y'all doing?
doing well. Hakeem, what's going on? What's cracking like?
I'm doing fantastic, brother. Another day in paradise.
Yeah, I don't know why your things keep flickering. I don't know why.
It's the Chaos Coach Radio background. It's the restring. It was working at first, but I guess it's some type of glitch with the restring in my background. I think that's the problem with it and everything. I'll see. I could quest and see if they can fix the glitch or something like that.
All right. Well, go ahead, Jordan. Do your thing.
What's going on, people? What's going on? Glad y'all here on this Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday evening. Like you guys said, Happy New Year. We start off 2024 strong, and we about to get in. We about to get through it. Got a couple of topics for you guys, and I call like 3 topics for today. And one of the talks about we're gonna talk about previous of 2023 of self deletion as in suicides has been keep reaching at a higher level according to CDC says. So by the number, so it's been nearly 50,000 Americans took their own lives last year, a 3% increase from 2021, according to the provisional data from the CDC. The suicide rates of here's some keys of it. The suicide rates of 14.3% deaths per 100,000 people was 1% higher than in 2021. And it's the highest rate since 1941. Suicide rates increased more among women, 4%, than males, 1%. But last year, men are about 4 times more likely to self-delete. Suicide rates significantly decreased among younger people by 18% for kids aged 10 to 14 and by 9% for people 15 to 24. Possibly indicating that efforts to address the youth mental health and health crisis are working. But it's definitely affecting people from age 35 all the way up to age 6 to 65. And that's where you see the bigger rates coming according to suicide. The suicide rates among American Indians, this go by lineage, I'm sorry. The rates increased significantly for most great age group, according to 35 and over. It's the fastest rise among people between the ages of 55 and 64. So people is in the middle age between 55 and 64. It's been a big increase in that certain age. The government has rolled out a new suicide prevention and mental health hotline last year. The hotline number is when you put in numbers is dial 988, and then hoping that the 3G service will be easier for people to call. There's a lot more hotlines they be pushing out. They're pushing out also on social media, so Instagram, Facebook, TikToks. Because if you just type in the word suicide, automatically a hotline's gonna pop up. So yeah, we definitely have a video from the news that we're gonna talk about more about the situation. After that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, I think.
Was that Adrian Nicole?
Oh man, she beat my team last week. The Dallas Cowboys fan. She cheated. You cheated.
Good Sunday morning. The U.S. Surgeon General calls it the defining public health crisis of our time. Mental health. 1 in 5 adults experience mental illness every year. Depression rates are at an all-time high. A third of adults report being diagnosed with depression sometime during their lifetimes, a figure that is rising. Nearly 50,000 Americans died by suicide last year, more than any year on record. The president says we are falling short.
In 2020, less than half Less than half of all adults with mental illness diagnosis receive care for it. Less than half. For children, the number's even worse. Nearly 70% of our kids who seek care for mental health or addiction cannot get it. For all those brave enough and strong enough to seek help, and I mean that, brave enough and strong enough to seek help, we have to do better.
In 2021, more than 12 million American adults thought about suicide. 1.7 million attempted it. The youth mental health crisis is overwhelming emergency rooms. Nearly 60% of high school girls reported persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness. And for our nation's veterans, the crisis line is fielding a record number of cries for help. This morning, in a special broadcast on the nation's mental health crisis, we will have a conversation about all of it. How do we talk about mental health? How do we access treatment and care? And maybe most importantly, how do we pay for it?
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news.
So yeah, man. So yeah, 2023 is the race has been rising, and if you don't fix this, try to fix this or try to lower it down, and it was here in America, it's going to get worse here in 2024. And the thing that surprised me so most is like, the jump between people that's in the age of 55 to 64, that right there kind of was very, very shocked to me when I saw that statistics about that. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna pass it to you guys, yo. What's you guys, takes. Start with you, Ryan. What's your take on this self-deletion rates on the rise?
Yeah, mental health is a serious subject. I think everybody should be talking about it all across the board, especially when it comes to the aspect of man and woman, and also children. Especially in the black community. Black community, we tend to not talk about our mental health issues, especially when it's a quote unquote black man. We like to hold everything in, not to talk about it, and then later on we find out when the person delete themselves, we find out because the simple fact is they were dealing with something pretty much totally inward instead and not dealing with that issue that is bothering them within inside of them. Now, right now, I think there's I'm gonna be honest with you. I think there's now a lot of employers are now having I think funding that allowing their coworkers to be dealing with any form of issue to go and seek help, and they actually pay for it. So you don't even have to go out of pocket anymore because there's a lot of companies that's doing it. I think Whole Foods one of them, Amazon is another. I think Target, Walmart, there's a lot of big name corporations who are now putting in the money to help their coworkers to go through whatever issue they may be dealing with. Now, as a society in the whole, I'm not gonna lie, 2020 been a rough year, all the way down to 2023. I mean, the amount of people that lost loved ones, the amount of people that's sick, the amount of people that have been suffering, even when it comes to the aspect of financial and people getting evicted from home. You see a lot of homelessness, especially in Miami and LA and New York. It's all over. It's just people are really dealing with a lot of issues. And now instead of people actually talking about it, people tend to go online and then expressing their feelings the wrong type of way. And sometimes, especially they feeling the wrong type of way online, doesn't end up all as well. That's my take on that one for right now. Go ahead.
So, this is a conversation we always have, and we're going to have every year and every year. Jabari just made something real pivotal. We do not fund mental health services enough. Where our main focus is at is armies, weapons, landing deals. Other than that, trying to make sure that people are mentally okay is wrong. When I heard these numbers, these were staggering. But this is nothing new. Sometimes, do we know back in the days, were they underreported or overreported? So that's a big thing too. So this is always going to be a part of our life until we can try to get some shit together.
Yeah, I agree, and I think what one of the impacts it kind of really stagnate with the races going high. I definitely feel like after the pandemic happened, people was indoors, all the way to what 2021, and everybody, and then this being in that and every day, that could be traumatic, and now being going back into the real world with there's not the pandemic no more, You know, there's a lot of people, you know, it's hard to find jobs. I know here in LA, you know, people that I live with and everything, in my apartment complex, you know, I see a lot of people like in my complex, they're really kind of stressed out. You know, they haven't been, you know, having jobs, you know, inflation and everything. And I just feel like, you know, our generation, you know, with millennials and Generation Z's and everything, I just feel like, you know, there's a lot of, you know, I think it should be more of a, well, I can't say that. Well, I can say this. I just feel like, you know, we definitely really need to push, really push mental health, you know, especially in our generation and younger generation. I feel like I just feel like our generation, our younger generation, you know, we're in times where, you know, it's hard here in America right now with inflation and everything, you know, and, you know, there's sometimes I feel like, people in our older generation, even though, you know, at that time they really didn't believe in, you know, mental health and everything. And I just feel like, you know, we need help with our older generation. We could really push that, you know, because I feel like our older generation, you know what? And speaking of that, I just feel like, you know, since the number came out of people that's in the 54 to 65 in that circle, I know a lot of people in that generation does not believe in mental health, period. And the thing is about it, you know, I feel like, you know, people that's our age and try to really, you know, help, you know, our mothers or grandparents in that age, really try to help that out, because between that age, a lot of people are self-deleting around that age, and it's very staggering. And the thing is, it's like, you know, people that have insurance, you know, everything is, you know, you could take, you can use your insurance, you know, to handle mental health and everything. Because I think a lot of people don't know that, that, you know, mental health, you can use that for your insurance. We got health insurance. I think it's really helpful to do that. I feel like, you know, families really need to push it. And also I feel like, you know, jobs need a, you know, they got a break room or something, put in their bulletin board, you know, if you suffer mental health crisis, something like that, you know, make sure, you know, there should be like a free session to do online or go into person, and just really check out your mental health. You know, really check out your mental health, because it's really getting serious. You know, and you know, I won't be surprised, as you can see. I won't be surprised if you start to see people going their lives and start self-bleeding themselves and everything, just putting their lives in, right? Right? No, I could definitely see that coming up in our generation, this power generation. So, yeah, definitely, companies continue to keep pushing to fix this. You know, post it on a bulletin board. I won't be surprised managers or bosses to really talk to your employees. Say, hey, maybe once a week or once a month, say, how you feeling, man? How have you been stressed lately or anything like that? Because I don't, like I said, the place I work at, you know, I don't hear my bosses or my managers tell me, how you doing, how your stress level and everything, all that type of things. And I feel like, bosses and managers, they need other jobs, need to really push that, make sure your mental health is okay. You're not really stressed at all, and really take that seriously and everything. It takes, everybody to handle, it takes everyone to figure this out and try to, lower these suicide rates and everything. So let's keep pushing that, really pushing and try to, alleviate this, because this is not good.
Yeah, shout out to Gordon, man. Happy New Year's to you as well. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're a Cowboys fan, you need to go seek mental health. For real.
They cheated.
The Cowboys fans, they are the most sick people. Nah, I'm just joking with you. I'm just doing that because I know a lot of people that's Cowboys fans. I just like to mess with them because those are my ultimate rivals. But I'm just saying, but yeah, everything you guys have stated on the platform. Jordan Horton, what's popping like it? What's cracking? What's going on, Nightish? Salute to you, sir. Salute to you guys, y'all. But everything, Adrian, I'm not gonna go there. This is not a sports channel. If it is a sports channel, I will go in, but I'm not gonna do it. But everything you guys stated about mental health is 100% fact. I'm not gonna lie. At one point, I'm not gonna lie, Hakeem, I was dealing with mental health issue growing up. Like I've been dealing with like a lot of dark demons, because when you hang around the wrong, when you hang around the wrong crowd and people put in people put in the wrong, give you wrong information, make you feel like down about yourself. Then you feel like, man, I just want to get out of here. But me, I went to go seek help. Like that's why I say I have a lot of mentors, and I have mentors for different things. That's why I say black men, we suffer a lot in silence, and we never speak about it. You know, like Jabbar, I respect him a lot because Jabbar, me and him, when we have our conversation, he be like, yo, Ronnie, I'm in counseling. I'm talking to people about my issues, and I commend him for that because you know a lot of people don't really talk about that. Like you have people like No, I'm not gonna take it back. I take that back. I think Charlemagne the God, he promotes a lot of therapy, but there's other people that have major platforms that they do not they don't like therapy. They say man should not be going to therapy. It make you feel like who's this guy Monkey? Block him, I think.
All right.
He seemed like a troll.
That's off a kick.
Oh, that's Kick.
Yeah, that's off a kick. Yeah, but let me check.
See, he's a troll because it's just like boom, 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 boom. But that gonna say like that's why I say it plays a big part of our community where there's other men that speak down on actually going to seek help or going to go sit in somebody's couch. And I want to know he seemed like a troll. I think he's a troll. He's just spamming the chat.
Yeah, I just banned him.
Okay, so well, shout out to the audience and Kick, man. Welcome to the Chaos Culture Radio family. Glad to have more followers there, but the trolls, Jordan and Hakeem, they everywhere. You see, they need to seek help. That's prime example. Them trolls need to go seek help. But at the end of the day, I don't want to lose my thought. I think. Well, I want to ask you guys a question after y'all finish going this round. I want to ask you a question. What do y'all think about when they got men out here promoting men to not seek mental, pretty much not seeking therapy? Go ahead, Hakeem.
You want to know something? For a long time, in our community, seeking therapy was like a taboo thing. You know what I mean? Like, and I remember repeatedly growing up, people be like, dog, you trying to go talk to somebody? Bro, you just need God. You know what I'm trying to say? And when they say that, I used to say that, yo, I think I might really need to talk to somebody. But people don't see that as a liable option to help your situation. So I think, you know what I mean? I think it's more being accepted now, but previously it was not. It was very taboo, especially amongst black men. Black men cry in the dark. And we cry in front of our homeboys. Not in front of women, not in front of family members, to our homeboys. Your homeboy know more about what's going in your house, miss, than anybody else. Because he really can't talk to you. And the mental health stuff, he is the reason the friends home them back from the last. But we need to go to therapy.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then some. I think it's important. It's important for men to know because you might have something that you probably don't know, and you probably got to be clinically proven what you have. Either might have bipolar, schizophrenia, anything like that. I feel like it's important to men really if you feel like something is wrong with you, really go and seek it out. Maybe you do have a problem, and if you do have a problem, you now can find something how to address the situation and anything like that. So I don't like when men go out and say that men don't need to seek help and everything because, if that's the case, and then, like I said, the man gonna go crazy. He, in silence or he got a lot of stuff built up into it, and after that, he might set loose and probably, take him out or take somebody else out and also take himself out. I mean, take somebody else out and then take himself off as well and everything. I remember the wrestler Chris Benoit. He was a very good wrestler. We found out. He deleted his family and then deleted himself.
Yeah.
And we don't know why and everything. You look at football and everything when people suffer from what's the concussion again?
CTE.
CTE. Yeah. That's a big thing. At the time, back in the 70s and 80s, you get hit in concussion, they brush it all off. Now, when players start suing the NFL about CTE and everything, NFL is not really really doing studies about, about CTE. And then, and also, when a person gets tackled in the head or gets taken down by the head, immediately they do concussion protocol and make sure you're okay and everything, because it's something to take it seriously. If you got some type of mental issue, especially from men. Like I said, we're gonna continue talking about it. To us that's here, and to other men as well, men in our families, friends, and everything, and just really say, hey, if you need help, if you got insurance, or if you got somebody, that do free sessions about talking about it, and just talk about you got any issue or anything, just really talk about it. We need to stop really playing games here and really be serious about men and our mental health. Let's push to 2024. 2024 mental health for men. Let's push that. Let's really you figured out what we need, and take care of our mental health.
Hold on, Hakeem. Before you read the comment, I just want to ask you guys another follow-up question. What do you guys what do you guys think can the internet and social media can be used as a form of therapy? Because I'm gonna give you an example. Because there'll be some man that come to social media and they talk about their issues, and they say to them they feel that they feel like it's therapy, pretty much. So can social media and the internet can be used as therapy?
I'm gonna say no. I feel like maybe social media or be on the internet, maybe it can help you out on certain days and everything. But personally, for me, I really don't think so. I personally think you should really talk to somebody and see if you can get some type of help. Because the internet might tell you some things, but it's not gonna ask you questions like how you feel on this day or that day. I just feel like you see a person one-on-one or do a session and really see what's wrong with you. I think that's just personally how I feel about that. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Personally for me, I'm gonna have to agree. I don't think social media is a good place for therapy. It's good for motivation, depending on what Instagram pages you follow. But the most time I've ever been depressed is been on social media. And this is why I'm not active on it now. If it's not nothing dealing with us, I don't really pertain on that. I remember there used to be a point of time, like around the time, like maybe 5 years after high school when I graduated, and I used to look online and I used to see people I went to school with and how their life was going. And that used to make me feel bad about myself. And I'm like, damn, this man is a doctor. This man is doing this. This man is doing that. And this man is married. And I used to like self-project, and then be like, fuck. And it'll bring you down a rabbit hole. Like, man, my life ain't shit. Because I'm looking on Instagram or I'm looking on Facebook and I see my counterparts who I'm not talking to, we haven't spoken to in years. I see their life is doing well.
Hakeem, you made a great point, because I remember, before we had the internet and everything, or, our parents and everything, our parents at the time, they was growing up and everything, or grandparents, they look at people, they might see somebody, maybe 20 or 15, 20 minutes, 15 or 20 years later, and they could just, not seen by the internet, but they see, oh, look how good he's doing and everything. Instead of here now, we have the internet right now. It's like, we can follow people all the way from, from college, high school, middle school, elementary. And, we can, if we know their name, we can just type up their name on Facebook or Instagram or other social media platform. You can see what they at right now. And I feel like, when you look at somebody's life, if they got family, kids, or they have a good career or make more money, all that type of stuff, people look at themselves like, yo, like I said, I should be doing that, or they just feel pity of themselves because maybe they're not at where another person's at and everything. And I really feel like with that, it really puts a stress in a lot of people that's on the internet. So yeah, I agree with that. When people look at other people's lives, like the person they know, person they've been to school with, and they feel like they're not at that level or beyond that level, they get stressed out. And I think that's the internet. It does. The internet puts a stain on that, and it really hurts people by looking at other people's lives on the internet.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm in the middle. because I seen some good result from people actually like Adrian said some people Adrian Nicole, she made a statement how some people come online and they vent and talk about the issue, and then they get a resolution from it. I seen that happen numerous of times. Especially there was a content creator who I used to watch. He used to talk about his issues, and then people will come on the panel, talk to him, and then he'll feel better about himself. But yet they'll still tell him at the end of the day, you got to make sure you go and seek help and get the therapy that you need. Go ahead, Akim. I know you're gonna read some of the comments. Go ahead.
Yes. Let's go back. Adrian Nicole said people act like you were crazy if you told them you wanted to go to therapy. That is a fact. Gore said, even if you can't go to therapy, seek counsel from someone you can trust, pastor or mentor. Funny enough, that's who became my first therapist, my pastor, who me and him are lifelong friends. It means a lot when your fellow brother, Joe Durham, asks you, you good? That one term is the universal language in the ghetto. Fam, you all right? When a person speak that, everybody turn. You know what I mean?
But
Why
my
high?
I can't before you read the next comment. But my only issue there is when you tell somebody they're good, they always say, "Yeah, I'm good," but knowing deep down inside you're not good. That's the issue we always face.
That is true. Now, depending on how long you know the person, your response would determine you if you push a little more,
Right.
if you push a little more, or
That's true.
or you reacted like, yeah, he's all right. He's just having a bad day. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
My opinion, going to a friend, and not a good idea if friendships break up due to all of that information on you. You got a point there. Gore said no. And you can say no. Gore says you can vent on social media, not get any real therapy. 100%. Tessa Nicole said walking and getting the with the CEO, get them steps in. That's what they say. Releasing venting only puts a band-aid on it if you're not getting the help that you need.
That's a fact.
That is a fact. I want to tell you a quick story. I have a friend here who's from Miami. I've known him 20 years. And this the first time I moved back from Boston. I went through a bad breakup. At that time I was so depressed, I was contemplating on killing myself. Because I had poured so much into this. I came back home, I had gave up everything. It was very bad. And this is where Gore's statement comes in, why it's important, and where JoJo Hunter, why it's important if you see your homeboy says. So there's one person, he know who he is. And funny enough, he's friends on my Facebook. He never watches this live, and I'm talking about him right now. So he came by my house one time to see me, and he noticed I was in a bad shape. I didn't shave. I didn't shower for weeks. I was, you know what I mean? I was in my mind planning on just getting rid of myself. I said, I'm going to get rid of it. And a lot of people would not admit this, all due to a bad breakup. But it was, you know what I mean? You put so long to, since you grow up, never been taught about your feelings, you handle things very wrongly. So he came and poured into me and brought me out from a dark place and made me understand what it is to live life. And it's important that you do that. And if you don't check on your homeboys, you like check on your peoples. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been saying that since 2021, but we're gonna say that up now. Check on your peoples. It's easy to walk away, but it's hard to stay.
Yeah, I agree with that, Hakeem, man. There's sometimes, I might feel, at certain times during the year, I might think like, if I'm doing enough, living here in LA or something like that. And then, if that's the case, sometimes when I get down like that, I call one of my boys. I've been friends for a long, long time. And, we pick up, we might talk maybe an hour or two, and we just talk about, what we've been through, when we was little, when we was in high school, and what we at now, and just, and then sometimes, especially a man, you gotta be reminded of that sometimes, like, hey, You know, you might not be where you want to be, but you up, you're living, you up. You wake up every day. You know, as long as you got like a roof over your head, you know, you got lights, you got something to eat. You know, you good. And then, like I say, you just gotta keep pushing forward and everything and all that type of things. You know, people that's very, very close to you. You know, if you want to talk to them, talk to them. You know, it's very important. It's very important to communicate of problems that you're going through. You know, it's not really, really good to hold it in. You know, once you keep communicating to people, you know, it builds a stronger bond too from your friends, family, or whoever and everything. And like I said, it keeps you have that bond forever and everything, because when you go through stuff like that, you know, you could text a person, say, "Hey, are you free?" You say, "Hey, man," and you know. And if you're not good, to say, "Hey man, I'm not good, man. I need to see somebody to talk to." Send a text or call somebody and speak and talk. It's very, very important to get that out.
Yeah, Natasha, Hakeem is a very deep brother. I know this man like since I was a youngin. So like that's why I say he's one of the realest dude you will ever meet in real life. I'm not even joking. Now a lot of people I can say
Y'all flatter me.
he's a real dude. I ain't trying to make him blush, but I'm just being honest. Like someone that had really poured into my life, Hakeem is one of them dudes. I used to go and vent to Hakeem. I remember if I don't cry in front of Hakeem, he'd be like, "Yo, man, he'll be ready to punch me in my chest." They say, "Yeah, it's not wrong for being the man to go ahead and cry." You know what I'm saying?
I mean
that's a real brother right there.
That's a real brother. I'm being real.
Hey.
I had my bad breaker. I used to go to Hakeem. He'll tell you.
Yeah, no, definitely all the time. And listen, I used to have this quote. I say, if you can't cry, then you a snake. I don't trust niggas who can't cry.
Real talk. And it don't make you less of a man either. Because some people say it make you less of. No, it do not make you less of a man. So that's why I say that he's a real dude. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be laughing when we be on this podcast. I'm like, y'all don't know Hakeem the way I know Hakeem. Y'all getting to know him.
Yeah.
He'll go in. He'll go into the point and get the channel flag. You get what I'm saying? So
I've seen it.
I be telling people don't test
like,
the water.
Okay. We did that sometimes. All right. The show on fire tonight.
Why I say several of content creator uses personal information to come at you later. They can.
So
hey, listen. Why I listen. I follow God, and I follow God. Any of them niggas want beef. Anybody who I've ever had problems with, they all crumbled. That's it. I don't have to do nothing. I'm out here trying to do God's work, and anybody who wants to play in that realm, they can do it.
Yeah, that's
fine.
No,
but why is speaking facts though? What's going on 7 of Muhammad? Yeah, but well, he is speaking facts though, because you know there's people that they're to try to pretty much diminish your character, but it is what it is. And not only that, but shout out to Natasha Vincent, man.
Shout out to Natasha.
That is a hard-working black woman.
Yes, she
like,
is.
Her and Adrian, they be working hard. I be like, do these people even speak?
Show y'all love. We gotta show them love. Dallas and Montreal.
I already know.
And Dallas.
Yeah, but go ahead, Joe. Don't hurry and say something
too. He said, Muhammad said, no, just don't be a crybaby. Muhammad, it's okay to be a crybaby. Listen, especially when you're amongst your brothers, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It says, when you acknowledge you need help, you are being true to yourself, and the people can see that. 100%.
Facts.
100%.
That's what my mentor taught me. Yes.
Mm-hmm. It says, if you can stand on what you do and say, can't nobody use that against you. Adrian Nicole with the uppercut. Okay. But it's true though. Listen, if you got no blemishes on your background, can't nobody use that against you. And if you done told everybody everything, what they gonna get you at? Trust me on that. Malcolm X was a pimp. He used to sleep with white girls and break into people's houses. He told that vividly.
He showed that. Read his autobiography, yo.
He read his autobiography, but the man had a bigger purpose in life. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I admire him though, because remember at that time you're not even supposed to date a white woman, and he was able to pimp them.
Man, went to jail behind them too.
That why was crazy. I was like, wow.
But here's the thing, though. What God say, it's the people in the streets who become the pastors who pastor and ministers. And we need a couple more brothers like that. So your true pastors are in the gutter. They just haven't found themselves yet.
They all around America, you know.
They all around America.
LA, Miami,
they under a shack.
Yeah,
they might be in prisons. Yeah. Listen, I tell you straight up. When Kanye did that little clip, and he said when he went to prison and he seen all these people, he said he seen himself, he seen Kendrick, and all of these. He said this could have been me over here. So God has his ways of teaching you some things and understand. Hey man, victory favors the braves. You know what I mean? And don't be shy to say you need help. I asked these brothers for help. He came to my rescue.
That's straight up facts.
Yeah.
Because when the FBI used to look in the house between Malcolm and Martin, shoot, they saw that my brother Malcolm Harris, he went straight home to his family with his kids.
Oh my God. That was damaging against Martin.
Yeah.
That was damaging. But listen, there's even been audio recordings of the CIA trying to get Malcolm to turn on Elijah, and he would not do it.
He won't do it. Nope.
So we already know who has discipline. And listen, one guy has always been clean. One guy has been in the streets and converted. So you can't judge a book by a cover on the value of a person. And this is the thing that we need to be careful on. And this is why sometimes you can be that catalyst to help somebody get to where they go. Or God might put you in a position to work on the person that helped make that person become the next person who can lead us into another situation. I have so many examples of mentors and people who, Muhammad is one of them. You know what I mean? Me and him took the Shahada together in the mosque. We talking about 11 years ago.
Man, that's dope.
11 years ago, washing our feet. And listen, he took me to a Somalian mosque. Then you got Alex Grant. He's a Christian pastor I met. He prayed over me, and we was going over the scripture as it was told in the Hebrew Bible, not King James. So that's the thing I wanted to say. Mm-hmm.
I don't know what do you think about the one with Why High comment. Happy New Year's Why High too, because we didn't see you on Monday. So happy
New Year. In a divorce, wives expose us most of the time, no different with male friends.
The thing, I never been married, so I don't know.
You see, that's above my pay grade, Waha. I ain't never been married. I'm trying to get married this year.
I've never been divorced, so I don't know about that either.
But I kind of get where he's coming from, though. I get where he's coming from, but it's just that I don't really know too much about that. He probably something he could speak on. Why?
I mean, because I don't think I could think of maybe something that's, because like I said, we live in the same shack. I mean, there's some personal things that your wife or the husband's going to see that nobody else is going to see and everything. And when it comes to that, then if divorce is ugly, that's what stuff like that comes out as well. It's personal stuff that what's going on in the household that you don't want to know other people know outside the household. So I kind of get what Wahai was saying.
Yeah, no, Malcolm X was a true brother. Malcolm X, remember, he had nothing but girls he took care of. No sons, nothing but girls. Mm-hmm. And remember, he was working for the nation for free. They wasn't even paying him. But however, the nation still took care of him, though.
Yeah, they handle his everyday expenses and lives and stuff like that. But there was a mission that you was on, and sometimes when you do something that you love, it doesn't become work.
That was I figured. Yeah, exactly. It was him. He actually loved it. He loved the people and loved to be around Elijah Muhammad, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So
Natasha said, depends on who the one choosing a wife. Even a good wife who divorces a good husband will not speak ill of their former home, especially if they have children. That is a fact. Now,
Hey,
this is
that was Truth said the other day.
yeah, that is a fact. And I remember one time, and the older woman said this too. You're not supposed to be having conversations about your mate with your homegirl or your homeboy. No matter how bad the relationship is, you can't be doing that. You go talk to your pastor about that.
That is correct.
You feel me? You go talk to a counselor about that, not your friends. And I always stuck to me. And I made sure that even if I dealt with somebody and me and them was going through problems, I would never bring that out to my family. So them can look at them any kind of way.
I ain't gonna lie. I think that's why, to me, I think if you're married, you shouldn't have too many single, like anybody that too many single people around you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I think it will harm to your relationship. You know, so I'm starting to realize that now because I was like, man, you know, I can't really tell this guy. Let's say I'm sleeping with a baddie and he's got his same wife, because then it's gonna make him curious. So I'm starting to realize that too. I'm like, hey, if you married, I don't think we should hang out like that. I think we could be cool, but we should hang around married people. Married people should people.
Yeah, because the mindset is different. You know, we single. Your mindset is not. It's not like a marriage. Like a marriage
came out
mindset.
of nowhere. You see how Sugar be doing me?
You see?
Came out of
She was
nowhere.
waiting.
And she be waiting. I swear she be waiting for me to say something. It literally came out of nowhere.
She got the receipts. He's like, wait a minute. Let me type this down.
She do like she came out of nowhere, like nowhere, literally out of the clouds. No, but she right though. I am single. I would say nah. Like, so I have homeboys that I even tell. I say, yo, I can't. They can tell you. I put them on. I say, yo, I can't answer that.
Right, lifestyle's different.
Yeah. At Jordan, me and Jordan don't talk about marriage stuff because Jordan's a married man, and Jordan is real close to me. He's a married man. We don't talk about marriage stuff because he's in a different bracket than I am. You get what I'm saying? So that's how it's supposed to be. It's a material level. But man, Sugar is crazy.
Yeah, she was waiting.
Came out of nowhere.
She says, so since my sister's married, we shouldn't be around each other.
I think to be honest with you, it's different for women in a sense, but because I think women strive to want to be married and they don't get involved in the stuff that men usually get into.
No, that's cap. I can't. There's be some women they be getting it in now.
Yeah, they do too. Yeah.
No,
we seen it on these spaces now. On these.
Hey, Jordan got one that's coming up soon. One of the topics that's coming up. So,
you know, for me, I always be like, I think I always look at it and say like, yo, you know, it is what it is at times. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what can you do? But the thing, and this is why I think it's good to have male married friends so they can strive you to make better decisions. Be like, okay, hey, you gonna lock in Shamisha? You and her gonna be together? You know what I mean? Because your friend is gonna say that. He said, Hakeem Green. I'm very green, baby.
Yeah, I'm like that too, Hakeem. When I'm married, if I see somebody's good for her, I was like, yo, man, don't pass that up, y'all. Please don't pass that up. So that's a good one right there.
Adrian says, okay, it depends on how you move.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Okay. Guys, you already know. On to the next topic. Jordan, do your thing, big dog.
All right, we're gonna get a little bit entertaining. We're gonna have a little fun on the second topic now, and we're gonna talk about all these 2023 trends of dating, of high value man, woman this and woman that, and should we fall for it here in 2024? I think this is a new year. 2023 has been a lot of dated trends of don't do this and don't do that. You gotta be in a certain tax bracket. You gotta make $100K. You man gotta be this. Your woman gotta be that. Let's just try to kill it. So, Ronnie sent this video to us a few days ago. I'm like, you know what? Let me make it a topic today. So here's a chick as we got. What's the chick name again? Right now, I forgot her name.
Diamond the Body. She's
Yeah.
Diamond the Body.
She's from Miami.
She's from Miami, and she lists on, if you a high value man, these are certain jobs you shouldn't be working at. Go ahead, I can't play the clip.
She going viral now. That's good though. But she's from Miami. Yep. Diamond the Body.
Don't forget, we covered her. This is the one who got 100 bodies on her.
Yeah, but Hakeem, that's cap. We already
jobs that men should not do, especially grown-ass men, okay? For one, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. Matter of fact, any fast food restaurant, if you think that you're a grown-ass man working in a fast food restaurant is okay, something is wrong with you, all right? Leave those jobs to the teenagers. My nephew can't even get a job right now because there's some grown-ass men in his goddamn 40s flipping my goddamn burger. Okay? Let it go. Leave it alone. That job is not for you. Anything in retail, okay? I don't want to think that it's high value to work for the city. Let me tell you something. You're absolutely wrong, all right? No police officers, no firefighters, no construction workers, no mailmen, no post office. If you consider that a high value man, you're absolutely wrong, okay? There's nothing high value about making $70,000 a year. You men that think working for the city is high value, it's actually not, okay? It's
there you go. Now that was back in 2023, y'all. That was back in 2023.
Dude.
Now, hey, now this is what Sugar Bomb says. He said we should read the word submission back in 2023. I'm sorry, Sugar, that word ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going nowhere.
31.
Hey, leave it that word. That word.
Proverbs 31.
There you go. But yeah, man, you see how Diamond the Body says, you say you're not high value, you're not striving and everything. But I guys want to hear you guys take, should we end these dating trends of being, all these having, 100K jobs and, working at certain places, eating at certain restaurants? What's your guys' take on it?
I don't know, but to me, I kind of agree with her in certain aspect of it too, because you shouldn't be. Well, it depends, because Hakeem gonna go in anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know Hakeem gonna go, so I'm just make it a little bit softer before Hakeem kill it. I'm just saying, I think as a man, I think it's okay for you to go ahead and do what you gotta do to survive and to meet your ends meet. To me, like I always say, why we gotta live for other people, and we're supposed to be living for ourselves and what's better for us at the end of the day. If we tend to live for other people, we never gonna strive to what we ever trying to strive for. Now, there's people that do work at McDonald's that are older, but now they don't understand that the person that working at McDonald's may have shares in the company. That's one. Also, also using the resources to probably build land, buy land, build on property. You never know what the person's doing and what his goal and his objective in working at that McDonald's. So that would say you can pick and choose what you want to get out of it. Now, I don't know the guy that's on. I forgot the guy. I think his name is Investor, the one that's on Earn Your Leisures. He even say right now you can't even live off 100 to 200K a year. You can't even live off that anymore. So, what's the difference? But go ahead, Hakeem. Go in.
So, I think she's the same one that slept. Yes, that's Sugar. That's the same one. She said it online. She slept with what this year? I thought it was 100.
No, it was more than that.
It was more than that. Like, and listen,
if we could find a video, we could play it.
And this was what my question is. Statistically speaking, if she slept with that many people, have she went and got tested yet? Now, I want to explain something to y'all. For a lot of y'all who hasn't been to Miami, Miami's a very fast-paced place. She's from here. I've seen her before. She used to be affiliated with some guys that we know of in the streets. Rest in peace, Dave. He was a record producer who produced Lajon Slim, Zoe Dollars, and these guys. We all from the same neighborhood. She's speaking about scammers. The top 10% of men here are the construction workers, are the mail carriers, are the truck drivers. They make more money than mostly everybody here. So I was just kind of confused what she was talking about. She's not even a successful rapper to be even making that statement. You've been on OnlyFans. You take off your clothes. You a stripper. Don't come talking about regular people life. You don't go to church. It's giving desperate. Don't ever talk about what regular people do. This is above your pay grade, baby. And you talking about your nephew can't get a job? You got a big ass diamond chain. Can't you give your nephew a job? Overinflated sense of value. We living in delusion, and this is what the problem is, where regular people are being disrespected. Now the mailman is broke, the firefighter is broke, the police officer is broke. The police officer in overtime makes over $100K. We're not going to talk about the NYPD. And listen, are we going to talk about the oil field boys down in Dallas? Them petroleum boys? They make $200K. Some of them dudes can't even read.
That's that oil money right there.
We talking about them oil filter, them oil refinery truck driver boys swinging that. You telling me they don't make no money? What is she talking about? You got millionaire lawn servicemen here. I'm confused.
Yeah, when she started getting city jobs, I'm like, wait a minute. Wow, wait a minute. Especially here in LA, if you work as a police officer or a mail person or a firefighter, they make bank. The city puts deep pockets in those type of fields here in LA. You will get paid.
Definitely.
What the hell is he talking about? You know, and like I said, because she's a high value woman, ma'am, your ego is super duper inflated, ma'am. You know, you might go to these. She said, "Well, I didn't realize that the same check that was signed by." Yeah.
She was signed to Dave. Dave was managing them.
Yeah, shoot, that was correct, Hakeem. That was her manager. Yeah,
that was her manager. Yeah, big Dave. He's from the hood. Mm-hmm. So,
yes.
But you know, she come from a lifestyle of the streets and only dealt with street guys. What she know about a regular person? Some of the guys she dealt with, they don't even got bank accounts. They don't even got life insurance. The guys she's talking about that got money, as soon as they die, all the money dries up.
And the thing is, she attract to flashy stuff. If you see something flashy, like a flashy watch, a flashy car, a flashy necklace, a flashy chain, a flashy girl, she's gonna be attracted to it. But there's millionaires, plenty of millionaires, you know, who wears average clothes, drive average cars, don't even know it because they don't want to be seen in light because they don't want to be seen because they got the money. When people flashing their things and everything, thinking they got money, technically 9 times out of 10, they don't got money.
The average millionaire, I sent you that video, and that was motivation for me and everybody. The average millionaire is 57. Average, statistically, the average millionaire is 57. And so when she was talking, I said, them guys you talking about, they're not millionaires. Some of these guys, listen, it's so sad, these guys don't even own property.
No, because they come in from the aspect of the guys they hang around with. If you hang around with the gangsters, the rappers, and you go to the club, you see them have nice chain on, you know, jewelry all decked out, everything. But people fail to realize most of the stuff they be having on be rented, majority of the time. They don't have
for a weekend.
Like, I won't even drink a Foyo Loco with her, bro. That's how bad that is, bro.
Yeah.
Now, she cool people. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she come on this panel, we'll talk to her. She cool people.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No. Let's get something straight. In person, she is nice.
Yeah, she cool.
She's not a rude person. I want to point that out. Like, her demeanor is not, but that what she's saying is delusional. She's a part of a lifestyle. A lot of us don't even partake. Real people with money wouldn't even mess with her.
Yeah, they don't. No.
Like the Cubans here who are worth a couple $1 million, they won't talk to her. They won't talk to her. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not associating with her. Like in that. Joe done heard him say the city job comes with pension, health insurance, which is more than the internet clout would be. Joe don't heard him say that loud, brother.
Yep. Because that's security. Remember, let's say right now the internet gets shut down, then what? A lot of these content creators gonna be out of business.
Woo! Talk about it.
If the internet shuts down, that's it. See, me, you, Hakeem, and Jordan, we have management experience. So even if this gets shut down, we get the job immediately. You know, a lot of people can't do that. They even breathe social media. If social media goes away, that's a wrap.
We got management experience and we got other hustles that we don't talk about online. We're not here to be bragging on people. That girl crazy. She don't know us. By the time we get settled and we buy property, we'll be a millionaire by that time. It's not hard to be no millionaire. You gotta work. Scamming don't get you nowhere. Slanging pistols, selling dope, only the grave. Only the grave. As soon as she hits 35 and her silicone drops, she ain't gonna be able to work in the club no more. She's gonna be lucky somebody who's posted up at the corner store marry her. Luckily she'll get some dumb rapper to get her pregnant, or some idiot basketball player.
And what do you mean by idiot? That means young, a young one.
Yeah, a young one. Check it out. He said, Silent Flex, we love this for y'all. Most definitely. We don't play them type of games they playing. Them people don't got real money. Them guys in rented cars. Like, listen, you can go rent a Lambo truck out here. I'll take you. The place is down the street from my house. 300.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact though. Hakeem ain't lying. That's a fact. You can go right now. We can rent a Lambo for 500.
For 500 for the day. For 500 for the day. That's nothing. Mm-hmm. These guys are wasting their SSI check to look gangster.
Or you go on Groupon, $250.
There you go. Hey, Jordan, no. I'm saying they don't know about that, Jordan. They don't know.
They're taking fake pictures in a fake private jet just to look good. These guys can't even fly first class. I'm a real Haitian.
And they yachts too. It's not even their own yacht.
Not even their own yachts or nothing. Them niggas don't even got passports. We really fly out here.
I keep preaching the fact.
I'm telling you, I don't got on Gucci or nothing. I do real shit. Them niggas, I don't know what she talking about. Girl, we done been to countries out here, baby. She talking about, there's some of these niggas done been around the world and yo. Muhammad done been to Ghana in the 80s.
Yeah, Adrian, that's a fact. And they don't understand the car they ran from are the guys that's dressing regular.
Yeah, you see?
Facts.
You say that's all day. Come on.
That's all.
These people, the real people who driving them beat up Toyotas.
Yeah, they don't
want and then the best time to do it is Memorial Day. Oh my goodness, Memorial Day. God damn, they shut down South Beach at that time. Oh man, it's crazy.
She's delusional. Y'all be happy the way you at. You got more than what these people talking about. They just living the lie. Not only that, them clothes they buy get funky anyway. They can't fit in it after a while. You
don't want to be cash rich. You want to be assets rich. That's the difference. You want to have a lot of assets to the point that cash don't mean nothing. That's the point people don't focus on. It's the asset and the equity. Those are the only two you want to focus on. See, them guys that wear regular clothes, the one that have them pensions at them jobs, those are the one that's gonna be well off. Then the one that's flashy with the diamond chain and all.
Basically, it's some old timers who change their car every year. He got a new car with a title. He said, "Yeah, young blood, I just went and picked this up." I say, "Johnny, it's 2023. Come on, brother. You know, man. I'm
About Hakeem, one time, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was at the gym. I was at you know LA Fitness. You know that's like a lot of wealthy people be there. So it was a guy. And he went to the gym. He's bummy. I left the gym. I'm in my car. I'm driving. US 1. I'm driving down US 1. That same guy I saw dressing bummy. He was driving the Rolls Phantom. Literally.
There's some niggas out here with some sex. So I don't know what she talking about. I know some. Yeah, I know a police officer that is a millionaire. I don't know what she. That's why I'm confused.
She,
Cause
she, she's. I'm telling you, she's going by what people are saying online, and also who she's hanging around with. That's how it always is, bro.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done with that.
You already know. On to the next one. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right, we're gonna go to the next topic for you guys, and I don't know if you guys noticed back in 2023, but when you go to some like these fast food places like McDonald's, Taco Bell, Popeyes, the Waffle House, it's been a lot of rise of customers attacking fast food workers. I don't know if you guys showed it and everything. I remember I played a couple of times on my shorts, on my channel of customers, be it they really be attacking these employees and everything, and there's a rise in it. So so we have a video we're gonna play for you guys about how there's a rise in of customers attacking fast food workers, and after that we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Hakeem.
At McDonald's had this woman throwing McHands.
Do not touch my dog!
And you better not step to those Waffle House employees.
No, they still.
They catch chairs midair in Houston.
I had caught it, and I caught it like this.
There's been an uptick in violence on restaurant workers. What they're doing now to protect themselves.
They need is Christmas.
You had ho ho ho.
And you remember the viral KFC manager that stood up for her employees. She's stepping into the shade room.
They become your work family. So it's like you got to stick up for them.
I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. Flying fists, wigs, chairs. Videos of restaurant workers being attacked at the hands of angry customers has flooded our timelines for years now, especially since COVID-19 in 2020. In fact, UCLA, they conducted a study in 2020 and found that 53% of restaurant workers experience some type of negative interaction with customers when they ask them to comply with COVID-19 regulations. Again, that was in 2020. Also, 37% say they experience some type of harassment. But every once in a while, you do come across that manager that you don't want to mess with. A slushie order at McDonald's had this woman throwing McHands.
Do not touch my dog!
And you better not step to those Waffle House employees.
No, they still.
They catch chairs midair in Houston.
I had caught it.
Yeah, man, it's definitely been an uptick of these customers. I remember I saw a story, I think it was 2 months ago. I think it was in South Carolina, North Carolina, of a guy. He was ordering some food at Taco Bell and everything, and then once he got the food, they misplaced the order and everything, and so he got upset, went into the Taco Bell, and I think he shot one of the employees because he got the order wrong. And but yeah, man, so it's getting very crazy in these streets. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna see more here in 2024. Some going trending of customers attacking co-workers, not just in fast foods. I can see maybe in grocery stores and restaurants and sit down restaurants as well. But yeah, man, I'm passing to you guys. What you guys take on these rise of customers attacking these fast food employees?
The problem is I would say we live in a society today where there is no form of accountability. So a lot of these customers feel, or not even feel, but think they could get away with it because no one's being held accountable. Prime example: no one's being arrested. No one's not. Some people not actually fighting back because, like the statement always goes, customers are always right, even when they're when pretty much they're absolutely wrong in some form of cases, especially when it comes to harming one of the employees that actually trying to serve you to make sure your day goes by smooth. Now, I understand sometimes you may have an employee where they can misplace your order, or not ordering the exact item. The exact item that you actually want. So I kind of understand that, but putting your hands and throwing chairs and throwing food and throwing coffee and slapping them, like, come on, this is going way too far. But hey, when you live in the Bias America, like what Jabari said earlier, anything goes, and this is what's happening. Anything goes, but to me, they need to find some form of solution for these employees, because they can't keep getting attacked. Like Jordan said, especially with someone like me who do work in the retail industry, I don't want someone to come in and feel like they can put their hands on me, because I'm gonna put my hands right back on you. Go ahead, King.
I always, man, keep your hands to yourself. That's always been my motto. I don't play with people kids. I don't play with people mamas. I don't play with people in general. Don't play with me like that. And this is why I'm very serious about that. That stuff I see, I've had situations where, where I worked fast food years ago, and a person do this. I said, we about to just get it popping. We gonna die tonight. Like, everybody dying tonight. Like, what you playing with? Some of these people behind that register got pressure, and they dare to try to relieve that. They got bills. So I just say, like, just keep your hands to yourself, man. I don't know what's going on. It's the same thing with the whole thing with these kids putting their hands on teachers. You know what I mean? That's a big thing for me. You want to put your hand on a teacher, you ready to go to jail and lose your life and not go back to high school again. You're going to go to alternative, get you a GED. That's how we starting the year off. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not play like that, baby. Don't play with me. I don't play with you. And that's how it should be.
See, here in LA, we have a homeless problem, and there's a lot of homeless people that go in, grocery stores, at restaurants, and everything. And sometimes they might mess around with people. Sometimes they might check the trash. Sometimes they might be high, and sometimes they like cause a little commotion. And to me, this is why I work overnight, and I kind of love working at overnight because, usually when I leave work sometimes and I see some of these homeless people or just like stealing stuff, messing with customer service and everything, I'm like, yo, man, I can't do this. And here in LA, I could see there could be a little bit of uptick of people, really start to cause a ruckus in these fast food restaurants and these grocery stores as well. Yeah, man, I just hopefully, they just here in LA, they just did this. I want to say this. There was a shooting at my job. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago and everything. It was one of our LP security guys who got shot. He's okay and everything. And so after that, I don't know, the city was thinking about doing this, or I guess after that situations, LAPD, they started to put like a surveillance cameras in different grocery stores and parking lots and everything in Hollywood, where I live in the downtown, over the place and everything, because even though it don't show on the news a lot because there's so much stuff going around, but it does be a lot of things going on when homeless people or customers start causing ruckus against employee workers and everything, and sometimes they might get cussed out at, which I don't like. They might get cussed out at, they might get paper thrown at them, or they might get hit with a face or anything. And but that is, I see the uptick in that, and I feel like there's some times that customers, either they're not going to take it, either they're going to fight back, not come to work until they address it, or possibly they quit their jobs and everything because. I know people don't want to come to work, want to come to work, do the job. And all of a sudden, if you get the wrong order wrong, or you say something wrong, you're going to get hit with something, or you're going to get cussed out at. And, and to me, I wouldn't like that. I definitely wouldn't like that. So, with that, I hopefully we can see some more stuff addressed to that, either, call the police immediately, you know, or make sure, you know, you take a picture of the guy, or if the guy throw a lot of things away, you know, make sure you get that license plate and everything, because it's getting serious here in America. So, you know, hopefully you could definitely get dressed up by, you know, call the police, or make sure you get their name, or talk to the managers. Hey, you know, you're not welcome here no more.
No, but you do, man. You do, man. That's crazy, man. Sorry to hear that about your coworkers. That's what I'm saying. That these people are losing their mind. That was this mental health thing is really, that was it went perfectly for the first topic when we talk about mental health. It's not, now you see, like it's dwindling down to people literally now want to attack people that are trying to serve
Lady,
you.
lay down. I'll feed you when I feed you.
Crazy, you know what I'm saying?
Go
Jordan, love, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, Hakeem and Jordan, are we coming to a place in society where a lot now people gonna get away with a lot of things now? Because it doesn't seem like where we're going. So you might as well say we're living in the modern day purge then.
I'm gonna tell you something. When you allow things to go on, you're gonna have complete anarchy. And I always tell people this: when people don't like things that are strict and things keep the city safe. I remember when Mayor Giuliani was in power in New York City. I walked the streets of New York. It was safe. It was safe. Listen, I'm not going to tell you that stop and frisk. Me and my friends went through it. But you want to know why? They don't got the murder rate that they got. They didn't have that murder rate at that time. At that time, I didn't understand it. I was like, oh man, they just racially profiling us. But when you go down to the city and you can go and relax and your purse don't get snatched. Now that you can't even go to New York, it's not even safe. You might mistakenly get shot now in New York City. I remember going to the Puerto Rican Day Parade, lacking, nobody touching me, no Boricua flicking a knife out. Giuliani was not playing even at the Caribbean, but now we need stricter laws. We need we need an iron fist to clamp down. Some of y'all got to go to prison. Listen, I believe in prison. Prison rehabilitates some people.
He ain't talking about men. He's talking about men and women.
Yeah, men and women. Shout outs to Sherry Bryant. Some of y'all got to go to prison. Prison going to help a lot of y'all. For a lot of y'all who want to play games and play this and do this, no, we need the place to be safe. Because we got women like y'all who want to be able to go out and walk and have a good time. You can't do that in New York. You can't do that in Chicago or Detroit. You might get snatched off.
No, you can do it in Detroit. You see the homicide rates have went down.
Oh, you see? Okay, excuse me.
Detroit's okay now.
Excuse
Take
me.
Detroit off the list.
Excuse me. But you know what I mean? But let's just think about it. There's some places in the United States not safe for a woman to walk at night by herself. When you start thinking of family members, women you love and stuff like that, and I'm thinking about women who are like y'all, Sugar, Natasha, Adrian,
And
no,
motivating
visions. You know what I'm saying? I know Adrian Nicole don't live in no cliff.
Bobby.
You know what I'm trying to say? I want y'all to be safe. So I need a stricter guy. I need an iron fist. I need somebody who's locking everybody up.
That's true. Especially when it comes to the aspect of the black women are the least protected. So you need someone to come in there with an iron fist.
Yeah.
Because it's becoming more and more scary out here. Especially, I don't know, you saw, it was on a video. Of course, we can't show it, but it happened here in Miami, in downtown Miami, where there was a group of little kids beating up an older man in downtown.
It was at Bayside, right?
Yeah.
I said a clip.
So that's the one. We can't show it, but yeah, like literally kids.
Kids, yeah.
Grown men up.
Williams, what's good, brother?
Go ahead.
He said, Lower Manhattan is quite fine to visit. I still don't go after 8 where I'm there unless in company of a gentleman I trust. Facts. Nah, I stay in the suburbs. I know you don't stay in Oak Cliff.
Okay.
You don't look like Oak Cliff material. You look too polished. You know what I'm saying?
See what you say in the cliff?
No. Oak Cliff is the hood in Dallas. But you know what I'm saying? That's like where everybody know Oak Cliff. You know what I'm saying?
Hakeem, what you doing over there at Oak Cliff, man?
Hey, I'm a traveling man. I try to go to every ghetto to eat their barbecue and chicken.
Yeah,
And still to this,
or seafood or fish spot.
Or seafood, yeah.
Yeah.
And still, Memphis still got the best barbecue.
You only say that because you highlight our Aston comment. That's why you said
I got
right.
you.
No, it's all right. There's a barbecue spot here in Compton called Kitchen's Corner.
I gotta go there. You know what I'm saying?
The briskets, the beef, the ribs, the mac and cheese. Oh my God. Some of these hood spots, they got some good stuff, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm going to Memphis. I'm going to Houston. I already told myself.
Listen,
I'm going. I already told
when we go to Memphis, I'll take you downtown. And we're going to go get us some good barbecue. Matter of fact, we could just go, listen, either way, Black Haven, we can go to the west. It doesn't matter. The barbecue all over is good. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, Arkansas is a strong second.
They say Texas have the best barbecue.
I don't know, baby.
Yeah, because I heard Kansas City got best barbecue too. We got to check Kansas City.
No, South Carolina too. I heard too. South Carolina too.
Second. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. Adrian, you want to know why I don't like Texas food? And I think this was my messed up at. I had bought some barbecue off the side of the road and got food poisoning.
That's wrong to do, Hakeem.
That's your fault. You went
That's
on the
your
side
fault, man.
Exactly. That's not Texas. You went on the side of the road. Some people probably not even from Texas.
And I'm like, man.
Right. Have a sign? No, I can't trust that.
Why I say Hakeem? He said Hakeem never went to Blackjack. He said.
I haven't gone there, but I will be back to Dallas though. You know what I mean? I like Dallas. I like Dallas a lot. Dallas is, you know what I mean, the Potter's house there.
Yeah.
So you'll move there.
I will move to Dallas. I will move to Dallas. Dallas is a place. One of the places I highlight, I said I would stay there. You know what I mean? Set up.
Very interesting. Wow, you'll move to Dallas.
I will move to Dallas.
Nice. Even though
it's really nice.
Only been there for like maybe a couple hours because we had a layover. Yeah, Dallas is fire.
Listen to.
I don't know when you stayed on the airport because you had a layover.
Not only that though, there's a bunch of companies there. A lot of black people who moved there do well. It's better than Houston. A lot of people don't like to hear that. It's way better than Houston. Way better. And don't get me wrong. Huh?
You talking about Dallas, right?
Yeah, if you want to play around, you can go to Fort Worth and shit like that. You know what I mean? They got some shit over there too, but that's like a small town. That's a small town to me. Everybody know each other, but you know what I'm saying? But Dallas is really good. You say, isn't Texas halfway between Florida and California?
Yes, it
is.
is.
You should have a barbecue meet of three of you. No, we will. Ashton,
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have a barbecue taste test. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Florida don't have barbecue. We have more Caribbean food here.
Yeah.
Florida, you get the Jamaican, you get the
Haitian,
Nicaraguan, Cuban, Puerto Rican. You get all the Caribbean. Bahamian, you get all the Caribbean. Yeah. Like I just went to a Jamaican spot earlier today, and that down was fire. The one by your house, Hakeem, that thing is.
You talking about jerk chick? Jerk King. Yeah.
I had Jerk King before.
You had Jerk King? I get tired of them things, man. You know, it's not real soul food here, man. Yeah, everything's infused here. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the black people here, the black Americans ain't really black. They Bahamian. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would like real Southern food. The macaroni, thick macaroni and cheese. Collard greens with the ham in it. The pigeon peas and rice. You know what I'm saying? I like that food.
And the candy yams.
Yeah.
Not candy yams, the candy yams.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now that's my language. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna make some of that, some candy yams.
Come on,
That's
man.
my personal recipe. Since I made that, it's called candy. Yeah, I'm gonna yeah. Got me an idea. Candy yams.
The candy yams. What's in it? Why they call it candy yam? Was it very
No,
sweet?
I just made that up. I made it up. I'm gonna use that myself. I'm gonna make it.
Look, I had a layover in Miami Airport. That shit pissed me off. You gotta walk around the mother, bro. It's no good. Before they added all that stuff, it used to be better. Now it's not worth it. I don't even fly out of Miami.
No, but they only do that. They only did that. They only did that because the situation what happened where they thought it was gonna be an expected shooting. So now it make it hard for the shooters to actually move and try to maneuver.
Yeah,
did all that.
Yeah.
And now that they're trying to compete with LA, because LAX is always known for that big airport, so that's why they do that.
And I do want to go to LA to try Mexican food because I don't think the Mexican food going this way is not as authentic going that way. You know what I'm saying?
They got a lot of some spots. Yeah, there's some spots here. Mexican food is pretty good here. There's some soul food stuff is good here. Korean barbecue is really good here.
I heard about that. I never.
Yeah, it's really good, and also vegan foods here. They're really good here as well.
Vegan, they're heavy on that vegan.
Yeah,
very heavy. But the only thing about LA that I love to see, they have a lot of food trucks.
Yes.
That's I like to see. They have a lot of food, so you can get you every time it's late night, you can always get something to eat because they have so many different food trucks.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Start shutting down, all the food truck is gone. Let you know, like one guy that he always open 24 hours, but majority of the time they be shut down.
The funny thing is too, when I went to Texas, the gas stations are a restaurant. You can eat a full meal. Like they got the gas stations are behemoths. Yeah. Like it's like a full restaurant at the gas station.
Yeah, Texas is big on that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm going to Texas, so I can go.
He said LAX shuttle between the airport sections take long, and always I'm going to miss my plane. It is. It's crazy. I could parlay. What is this? I'm not going to hate, but I'm mad at Jay finishing the stream close to 5 p.m. while we over here at 8 p.m. The whole evening.
Because that's the only time I hate you. Because I'll be like, damn, Jordan Day's still going. I got to get ready to go to sleep because I work early.
No, I gotta eat. When I get done with shit, I go eat straight to bed. So I work overnight.
Basically,
once I get done, I'm out for a good hour. I go to bed. I gotta work overnight.
That's why I be laughing because you were like, yo. I be laughing because you be like telling your dog to go to bed. I be like, wait a minute, it's only 5 o'clock. How you gonna tell your dog to go to bed? It's not even late night.
It's crazy. I'm the one that's up all night though. I'm up all night and then we have to be back up in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. I can't be up all night. I literally had to work early in the morning. So it's like it's just crazy.
Yeah, I work overnight. I work 12 to 8 or 11 to 7. Shoot.
Oh, you say 12 to 8, 11 to 7?
Or 11 to 7, yeah. One of those two.
But y'all time is different. So, but time, like, we in the afternoon time, you literally home already. Probably going to bed or running errands and stuff. So, that was Yeah, Ashley, I know you could be up all night. Y'all boys don't sleep. I don't know.
No, we don't.
Y'all boys, I don't know what y'all be on. I'm like, how y'all stay up? Literally all night long. They don't sleep.
And then some of these overnight streams still watching on YouTube. I'm like, y'all, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning. Y'all still talking?
Right, Sherry Brown? They don't want to get no rest.
Yes,
them boys don't want to sleep. I be like, man, I be dead asleep.
Man, we got to get to the bag. We got to get to the bag, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what they say? I sleep when I'm dead.
Yeah, some people say that. Nah, I gotta sleep. I'm sorry, I can't. Cause well, when you sleep with your dad, you ain't waking up.
Mm-mm.
You ain't waking up. What up, True? What's up, man? What's on your mind? What's going on?
What's going on, Truth?
What's good, True?
Good evening, my brothers. What's up to the triple threat? How y'all doing this evening?
You already know.
Everything,
Maintain.
everything.
Everything, buddy. We good.
Already. What's the word? I see y'all said y'all been talking about mental health crisis in America.
Oh yeah, that was the early topic. The last topic we was talking about was people fighting at this fast food restaurant.
Oh, was it?
Unless you want to chime in on the mental health, you could chime in on the mental health.
Oh, I'll chime in on both. Was it the Waffle House again?
No, it was everything. Like Waffle House, McDonald's,
Oh, okay.
Taco Bell's. It's all over in America.
Yeah. Actually, I think it ties into both of y'all subjects. I think the reason why those fights are happening in these public places is because of their mental health. The problem is a lot of illnesses goes unreported and undiagnosed. A lot of people in our community, suffer from a lot of things, and it's more prevalent than what people think. I actually have a background where I do diagnosis. I'm a CMT, which is a certified med technician.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, in these spaces, it's kind of easy to see certain things. And a lot of people that when they group together, you can see them have a lot of the same traits. I think that a lot of our problems also stem from that, where we see a lot of explosive type of behavior, people being violent. It needs to be talked about more. I think we need to be comfortable with it as well, because it's something that a lot of us suffer from. Depending on how your childhood was, unresolved issues, so on and so forth. So, yeah, I think it needs to be taken a lot more serious.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. But we were talking about that earlier because the simple fact is a lot of men are they taught other men to not go to therapy or to seek help because it kind of will make you be less of a man. So what's your take on that when you hear other black men telling other black men don't try to go seek help? Because as a man you shouldn't be going to seek help. You should try to figure it out on your own.
Well, obviously that's foolish. We go seek help for any other thing. We go to get rid of the flu, you get the flu shot. You take Tylenol to get rid of a headache. So obviously if it's something that can help, as far as your mental and your emotions, seek help. Now, for me, I tried the therapy thing and it didn't work for me. My mindset is already kind of a disposition where I look at someone else, how can you help me if you can't fix your own problems? That's just the way I look at it. So the way I was able to resolve a lot of my childhood issues, I had to go to God for it. The reason why it helped me, because that's the source, that's what created me, and that's what understood me. So once I got, went to him, everything made sense, and I was able to heal from a lot of things that plagued me. I had a lot of PTSD from the things that I seen and was exposed to at a young age. Also had mother issues because my mother worked all the time. And I had what's called abandonment issues. And also, I would say I lack love in a certain lot of areas. Which I would actually kind of promoted my promiscuity. That's what later led on to me messing with a whole bunch of women, because I was trying to fulfill that void. And that was, a lot of other people, they have vices like drugs, alcohol, food. My vice was sex. So that's what filled that void, but it never made me whole. And once I, built my relationship with God through Jesus Christ, I was able to heal and then move forward and progress. So
I like the fact you mentioned that you had the abandonment issue. That's one of the things, man, especially black men, we don't like to talk about that. Can you like kind of dive in a little bit for the audience? Because you never know who may be listening later on in the future. Like, because I know you said you went through God through your healing process, but let's say how did that healing process begin for a black man that might come in one day and say, you know what, they turn on our show and they see you talking about abandonment issues.
So abandonment is, if people kind of know the definition, when you abandon something, it means to basically, what's the best way I can say it? When you abandon something, it's like you leave it bare. It's lost. Whatever was supposed to be taking care of it, the responsibility of it, that individual is not taking responsibility of the thing that they created. It's just like me abandoning my responsibility of my child. You kind of get what I'm saying? So me feeling that, even though that probably wasn't the whole entire issue, but that's the way I felt. I felt that I wanted my mother home because that's a boy's first love is his mother. But my mother always worked. She worked 2 jobs, and then sad to say, when she worked, she liked to, party. So her outlet was to go out, the club, the party, the streets. She would work all week, and next thing I know, I go to school Monday through Friday, and then Friday, I know she's probably going to be off, but I see her getting dressed, ready to go out Friday night. So I'm either getting, dropped off with my grandmother's, dropped off over my aunts, something like that. And then, later on when my little brother came, we both will be dropped off, and then I'm left to, watch out for him, for the weekend or whatever like that. So those type of things it had a real bad impact on me, and I didn't know. I didn't know until I got older, and then I started seeing the same repetitive pattern that I was doing with women. And anytime that it seemed like they were like moving forward or moving on, it shook me up. Even if they wasn't leaving, it's like I got consumed by the time that a woman would give to me. And then if it seemed like they was taking away that time, then, I had problems with that. And then let's say if, certain situations came up where we had split apart, I had problems with that too. And then it later led on to me not wanting to feel that. So then I had commitment issues that later led in commitment issues. And then I didn't want to commit to anything. That's when I started messing with considerable amount of women, just going to women. So I wouldn't have to commit. And the way I fulfilled that void was I slept with them. I provided them pleasure. They gave me comfort. And that was the fix. And then I would move right on to the next. Because I didn't want to settle down, because then I would have to commit. Later on, I would say that void got bigger. And it got bigger to the point where it was overwhelming. And I got tired. And that was probably the time I called out for God. Because I needed a change.
Man, that's deep.
That was deep.
That's why I ain't say nothing. I just let him go in. That all I tell you, that people, these like real conversation. These are the type of conversation I love to have, because I think people can learn from it. Yeah, we do a great job when it comes to video, of course, video reaction. Jordan does an amazing job. But you never know, like one of them videos could make something like Truth saying so powerful. Because we were talking about mental health, and look at someone comes in and talk about his journey and how he dealt with it. especially when it comes to the aspect of abandonment issues. Because I know that's something I used to face too as well. My thing was like I always try to find love outside of myself. So that's
Mhm.
always my thing. I would always try to look for love, like try to get it out of my homeboy, try to get it out of my friends, especially trying to get it out of women. And I always try to say do whatever it takes to make sure I please them and then
Mhm.
forget about myself. And I realized that never worked until I have good men around me like Urban Noise, Fresh Sound, Kendall, Jabari, Jordan, Akeem, my brothers, Ray, my brother, and I have so many mentors, and it was telling me like the truth, and that's when I realized, you know what, it's not because don't get me wrong, women are a beautiful thing, of course, they're beautiful, beautiful creatures. I think those God designed them beautifully, but at the same time, I think we have to figure out that we're more powerful than what we think we really are.
Correct.
Go ahead, Akeem. Anything you would like to say on that, my
Oh
brother?
no, brother. I just appreciate you for sharing that. And it's hard for brothers to get vulnerable to say that because that's something that I think a lot of brothers go through and
Hmm?
not openly want to speak about that. Because
Facts.
we all have these things we do to self-medicate. And I think that's what you just said. Many men go through that.
Yep.
Many men just scared to put it out there because it's a, you know what I mean? And I don't think because it might look negative to women, other brothers will be like, man, you getting sacked. What's the problem? But not understanding the deeper rooted issue. So it's just important that we have to talk about this to say that, hey, God, you know what I mean? This is why it's important to believe in God and try to find and build a relationship. You know what I mean? Because I don't know nothing else to get you up out of there. I don't. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Because I came, they thinking about when you get, they think about I just get a nut that everything makes everything all better again. It really don't.
Mhm.
You get that pleasure for what some guys last. They say the average man lasts 15 minutes. 15 minutes. After that 15 minutes, the pain's still there. Pain don't go away. Go ahead, Jordan. I don't know you want to time.
That's the truth. Like I say,
Yeah.
it's what Greg Adams call it. What do you call it? After you ejaculate, like I said, once you get that feeling, it's like I said, it's just like it comes back. You don't feel anything. I totally agree with what you're saying. And like I said, hopefully you know what you're saying, truth. Well, how Ronnie says somebody can hear this. Make sure we're gonna clip this, make sure about this, and and Woody can they can see it like with a platform like this, a Chaos Culture Radio, our men, we can talk about problems like this, or what we're going on in the history and how we can do better for ourselves, and just being the best versions of ourselves as well.
Yeah, Urban Noise Music says sex doesn't take it away. He's not lying. Because, see, what happened was I didn't know I was perpetuating a bigger problem. Because it went from the abandonment to the lack of commitment to now I created a vice of promiscuity and sexual perversion. So I had to work my way through all of that to get back to some sort of normalcy where, I appreciated myself, like Ronnie was saying. And then also I was able to gain a respect for women again. You feel me?
Facts, man. Preach. You preaching, brother. That's real.
So yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm trust me, I'm someone I used to have a bad sex addiction. So I can tell you, it doesn't do anything.
You're right. Natasha said this is a perfect example of holding space for a friend, and all of you listen, empathize, and support, and warrant judgment. Add truth, and purpose intact. The truth is never a favorite. You know what I mean? And she's telling the truth, but it's important that black men do this.
I agree. Facts. Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? To hold court like this, so we can trade and talk about, yo, this is okay what you're going through. We all done went through this, man. And we can build from this because we learn from each other. And I think it's a scary thing to be vulnerable, is to the way the way we're portrayed in society. The machismo and the macho-ness and the tough guy act is what a lot of people strive to be, because that's what we thought this was the thing, is being vulnerable, weak, and tired is not an image of a black man that people are used to understanding. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? A black man that cries, a black man who loves his woman, a black man who just only wants to be with one woman. People say that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm trying to say? And self-medicating through that. And this is the reason why you got some black men who are they're not incapable of being with women, but if they're hurting, they're only going to hurt more women in the process.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? We all undid this. You know what I mean? When I found God, I learned that, hey, man, I can't manage everybody else but one person. And then on top of that, why would I give something to a woman that my dad didn't give to her?
Mm.
My dad gave my mother a relationship, but I'm out here giving people nonsense. So meaning that my mother is privileged, but the other women who are other daughters to other mothers, they're not privileged. So I'm just perpetuating ignorance at the same time. But then it's just knowing that whatever pain that I'm going through, instead of me hurting other people, I need to fall back and call my brother and say, I need y'all to come and love on me. Just love on me. Tell me that what can I do to get out this funk, and why I'm hurting people in the process. And the brother telling you, no, brother, you hurt. We need to do this, and it's imperative to have your brotherhood, that love, you know what I mean, to sit down and, you know what I mean, go get a beer and say, hey, it's all right, you know what I mean, and we're going to be okay.
See, this is the real barbershop talk. This is stuff that they don't really show, because women think we in the barbershop, all we do is talking about women and sex. No.
Yep.
We literally be having deep conversation in the barbershop.
Yeah.
Because women be like, what are the guys saying in the barbershop? We don't be gossiping. We talking about real issues.
And these are not this type of space where we teaching you how to bag a bunch of women, how to draw pickup lines and stuff like that. This is not that type of place here. This is not no red pill. We don't support none of that goofiness.
Exactly.
We're not telling you to go to clubs, to go look for your wife, or telling her that you got to do this to make her submit. No, brother, your actions will make her, you know what I'm saying? So it's real.
Yeah. Sherry Bryant, she said women are now getting a better understanding from your honesty. Sherry, I'm hoping so. Like, the thing I want to happen is for you guys to actually listen. And I'm not saying listen to everybody, but some of us just actually listen. Your heart will let you know which person to adhere to. It's a little boy in every man. And that little boy is there. However he grew up, he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
And that little boy is still looking for the woman that provides the love of a mother. We still yearn for that. We will always want that, because that is that comfort and love. It has nothing to do with sex. It's an intimacy beyond that. It's the actual intimacy and comfort that is basically, how do they say it? It's a calm that calms the savage giant. I would say that. A lot of us, where anger and hostility stems from, it's that lack of comfort, a lack of a safe place, where a baby will rest in his mother's bosom. That's where the man is looking for. And a lot of times our mental health stems from where we come from. And then later on, when we see outside of our household, we then go into the real world and experience something different. Like, I'll give you an example. And a lot of brothers will probably definitely go through this. If you come from a household where your grandmother, she's treating you with respect, she's a lady, and so on and so forth, and she teaches you to respect and love women, And then when you come outside, you get your first girlfriend. And then your first girlfriend, you think everything is going good. She's your crush. You love her. You give it money. You take her out by flowers, all that type of stuff. This your first crush, so you think you know what you're doing, and then that girl actually cheats on you. So now your idea of what a woman is because of her is distorted now. Now you feel a pain that you never felt before because the woman in your household never treated you like that before. So now that pain as a man, we don't like it's in direct contrast of what we are. So we're going to rebel against that pain. So we don't want to feel that no more. And what happens is now we go into a period of where we put up a wall, and a defense mechanism is I don't want to feel this. So now I don't commit to anything, because if I take a chance on love, I take a chance on getting hurt. And now there you go. That's when we perpetuate. You see, we start serial dating and serially having sex with multiple women. And you think, oh, this is a dog. He just want to run through us. Not knowing that little boy is inside crying and hurting bad. And he don't know how to get out. All you know how to do is fulfill that little void, fill that cup up, and then when it run out, run to the next woman. And then he run into a girl, and she might actually love him. But guess what? That pain that he felt then, he's too scared to feel that again. And until he get healing, he will never take a chance on love.
Man, you said some deep stuff. I already know. He said, "Hey, Tequila, how's it going? How's it going, sweetheart?" No, I'm saying he doing Truth going in. He's in his bag today. He's in his bag, but he's saying some powerful stuff. You know, that was we sometimes have to think and pause for a minute. You know, like when Truth speaking, sometimes you really have to pause and realize that, man, this man's speaking truth. He's speaking truth, because a lot of us dealing with that every day. I remember there's stories where a man literally would go crying before they go and have sex. And you'd be like, why are you crying for? It's because that little boy in the inside is hurting.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's deep. That's deep. Look, you got Hakeem speaking.
No. You know when something is real, you can't say nothing. You got to soak it in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's right now we having church.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know what I'm saying? If he preaching, he at the pulpit. I'm just trying to deep and soak that in. I'm like, yeah, thank you, God. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. Trust me. I'm gonna clip it. I'm gonna clip it, and we're gonna make sure this message gets spread.
Yeah.
Somebody got to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of men today hurting.
No, you're
right. A lot of black men are committing suicide on a higher scale.
Yeah.
Because of the pain.
You can say that again.
Yes, sir.
So now I'm saying, like, that was Jordan. Good way. Good topic, man. That was a good one. Mental health. I think everybody should be talking about that. It's good to talk about getting money, but you can't get money if your mental health ain't there, man. Because then the money's gonna go to waste.
Oh man, and you just tapped in. My fault, King. You just tapped in. You know how much money I wasted over that time period of running the streets, running around with different women, and ain't got no money to show for it, G. Don't even know what the hell I did with it. So that's why I said it all leads to a perpetual state of what I call I'm walking around dead, bro. I'm the walking dead. It was a perpetual wheel. Not only am I on the 40-40, where you do 40 hours for 40 years and then you die. But then I was in that zombified state of doing the same thing over and over again. Money, music, partying, females. Same thing every week, over and over and over again. Ain't doing nothing. Wasteful. So
Yeah, Sherry Bryan came in. She came in with she said,
soul ties.
Soul tie. Yep. The more people you
there it is.
the more spirit get inside of you, and that's gonna stop you from getting your healing. That's a fact.
Yep. Fact. Bars. STD, sexually transmitted demons.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. You can't sleep with everybody. You just can't do it. Oh man. So guys, on that note, any final thoughts as we get ready to? I know True said a lot. I know he said a mouthful.
If this was a track, he killed the track at the end.
Yes, sir.
He killed the track.
Yeah. As always, it's a pleasure to come with parlay with the triple threat. You know, you brothers make it comfortable. I told y'all last year, you know, when I first found it, and I told you I was checking you guys out for a long time to see what you guys was doing, what y'all was bringing, and I told Ronnie later on, I said, man, y'all over there doing something big. And my prayer was that y'all stayed consistently what you guys are. And now y'all already at the 1K. And I said, y'all it's going to be a slow but gradual ascent. And unlike the rest of the people that we're seeing start to plateau and they're done as far as they're going, y'all gonna keep taking off. Y'all going to be on that climb.
I appreciate you, man. You already know. We know you're gonna support you. Anything you need from us, you know we're gonna support. Cause we always get back. That's one thing. One thing about Chaos Culture Radio, we always gonna get back. I always tell people, doesn't matter. We had 1 million. Doesn't matter. We over there with no jumper. If I know people have been rocking with us since day one, trust me, they pull you guys off.
No,
already, bro.
No, definitely.
Okay.
No.
Live, man. You better be going live, man. You preaching the gospel, you ain't going live.
You got to go live, man. We got to hear that.
I got you. It's coming up this week. I'm a touchdown.
All right, finally, because we trying to. Everybody say, look, Sherry Bryan said amazing show. She said she got touched, and then you not going live.
Yeah, we need that content.
No, but for real, because remember, we come from a space where there's a lot of effery going on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You need the balance.
No,
you
you
definitely
do.
Effery, but you also need that balance. Okay, I need to go someplace that I can actually learn.
Yep. And Sherry Bryan, that's right. That's what our Father teaches us: touch and agree. That's what it's supposed to be about.
Yes.
But as always, it's a pleasure, brothers. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. And you already know it's going to take care of because y'all are the men that we need out here.
You too, brother.
Yeah, same to you too.
Same to you, Truth, man. Appreciate you.
Y'all have a good one.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we do on the Chaos Culture Radio family, guys. We have dope conversation. You guys are always welcome to come on the panel. Time in. We don't care who you are. You come from hell. You could be in Canada. Sorry, what's guys from Canada?
Yeah,
Montreal. Yeah.
You know, because I keep saying so much.
Yeah. Montreal.
You could be in New York. You could be wherever, and you could be in London, Paris. Don't matter. If you want to time in with the Chaos Culture Radio family, you could go and time in, because that's what it's all about. To me, we do this for the people, and I think people kind of forget that. Yeah, it's good to do it for the money. It's good to do it for for the fame, but it's also, remember, at the end of the day, people are still doing this for the people. And I think that's what makes it powerful. When you put the people into it, it lasts a long time. And that's what I like about Earn Your Leisures. Earn Your Leisures, everything they talk about, they will say, hey, we don't just do it. We're doing it for you guys. We giving you guys the financial information you guys need so you guys can prosper in the midst of the storm. And that's what I like about Earn Your Leisures. That's why them boys are growing, and them boys are growing fast. Hakeem, them boys are growing fast. Now Hakeem and Jordan, they're going so fast to the point they're selling out like big arenas.
They are.
Because they're doing it for the people. And I think that's what people tend to forget.
Also, they do their yearly Earn Your Leisure Fest in Atlanta too.
Yeah, you know, I'm planning on going to it. I'll go ask Akeem and you guys. I think we should go to it. I want to check it out.
No, we should.
Yeah.
Where is that? In New York?
In Atlanta.
Let's get it. A-Town down.
They be having TD Jakes there. You know, even though people have mixed emotion about him, they have Tyler Perry. They got all the heavy hitters, but it took them a long time. They didn't get there like in one day. They tell you their journey was a slow one, but it got there, and that's what it's all about. Is you got to do it for the people. And that being said, guys, please make sure to hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern. Like always, shout out to Truth with No Purpose. Make sure, guys, y'all go over there, check out his channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give him a like button. Man, that guy's saying some powerful stuff, as you can see on his platform. Shout out to Tequila. Shout out to Tequila. She's another one that's going to be another dope content creator who's coming to come up. So shout out to her. Shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent, who always drop the links, who always drop the love, the support. Man, she's one of the chat queens.
From Montreal with love.
Montreal. She always giving a love. Shout out to the lovely Sherry Bryant and her auntie Barbie Bryant. Shout out to Adrian Nicole, Cowgirl. Jordan, you know y'all gonna meet again. You know that, right? I'm just letting you know.
We are. Again. We are. I told her earlier. We're gonna see her. We're gonna see her in the playoffs. I want her to see her in the playoffs. So I can't wait for that.
Shout out to Urban Noah. Shout out to Ken Don. Shout out to Jabari. Shout out to those that's watching us on Kick. Shout out to those that's watching us on Instagram. Shout out to those that's watching us on Facebook. Shout out to Gore, Nightish, Ashton. Shout out to Y High, who always drop knowledge too. Man, he always drop knowledge. Shout out shout out to Jabbar, who also was in the chat earlier today. I think he went right back to work because he actually be watching us at work, and not only that, but his employers also be watching us as well. So
praise
shout
the
out
Lord.
Yeah, like so. Hakeem, we're growing. We're growing, big dog. We're growing. Shout out to those. Shout out to Jordan Hurdle, that always holding it down over there in the Twitch world. Shout out to that. Pretty soon we will be going live on Twitter, so y'all be on the lookout for that. We will be going live on Twitter really soon. So be on the lookout. So Hakeem, we about to be on all the major platforms.
Yeah.
Also, guys, very important, you go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the Community tab, there's a KL Culture Radio teacher where me and Jordan got on. We already talked to Hakeem to see you can make out more colors. We need more colors. So, see that. The hat still being currently worked on. And also the KL Culture Radio coffee mug that Jordan always drink. And also Prince Hakeem book, Black Love. And he's also working on the book is almost finished.
It's done. We waiting. It's waiting to get edited and to get approved. I'm waiting on that person.
Hakeem about the blood. Hakeem, you doing everything.
I'm trying.
You doing most things man dream of.
Hey, because I'm trying to get rich for all of us, so we can all got the bag. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So I can do this all day.
Out to you, but you have a book. Literally, Hakeem, you literally can rub that and do pictures like, yo, I got a book. What do you got?
But another one come, and then another one come on another book too on the way.
This is all I want to do all day when we get the money. Like that's all I want to do on the live.
Oh man!
I just want to
guys, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We'll see you guys on Friday. We over and out.
Peace. Stay safe.
Peace.